There's Something Wrong with Aunt Marie Part 2. Soon, my aunt came through the door, loudly welcoming me into their home. The sight of her scared me. She had a lot of makeup on, much lighter than her natural skin tone, and she wore blue and green eyeshadow with bright red lipstick, which wasn't exactly perfect. "Did you guys play with the fighter men?" she said as she rushed to the ground beside Austin, grabbing one of the toys and stringing him up by his arms. She bounced him up and down, moving toward me. Her face then froze in a goofy grin as she held an uncomfortable pose. I froze, and just as I was about to say something, she did instead. "Dinner!" she barked as she tossed the toy aside and ran out of the room in a scurry, my uncle hanging his head low as he followed. Dinner was god-awful. It was some sort of mix between blood soup and skin gumbo, which I had no problem expressing my disinterest in. My aunt ate as if she would never get another meal again, wearing the blood-colored soup all over her face, mixing with her caked-on makeup. She then let out a laugh I hadn't heard in a while. My Aunt Marie always had a funny and unique laugh, that much I remembered. I asked to be excused as my stomach had begun to hurt. After offering me something else for dinner, my uncle excused me so I could go lie down. Shortly after going to the guest room, I was already feeling better, but the room was very stuffy, which led me to ask for a fan. Austin brought me his fan from his room and apologized to me. "I'm really sorry, man," he said with a frown. "For what?" I asked as I plugged the fan in and received immediate relief. "For whatever happens," Austin replied as he left the guest room. I was perplexed by this statement, but chalked it up to his mom's behavior and prepared to fall asleep. As I drifted off to sleep, lulled by the sound of my cousin's wind tunnel fan, I was suddenly jolted awake by something. At first, I couldn't tell what it was. Then I felt a slight pressure on the bed, and I noticed that my eyes couldn't adjust to the darkness. In front of me stretched a pitch-black void, and that's when I realized what had woken me. Someone was lying in bed with me, their breathing perfectly synchronized with mine. Panic set in. I tried to move away, but as I did, hands grabbed mine. The more I struggled, the tighter their grip became until I managed to kick the intruding figure off of the bed. I scrambled to my feet and rushed to turn on the lights, but they wouldn't work. With my back to the door, I crept toward it, desperate to escape. As soon as I turned the knob, rapid footsteps slapped across the room toward me. I flinched and fell to the side, just as a black mass shot past, slamming the door behind it. Then I heard it laughing, its voice growing fainter as it moved down the hall. And that's when a chilling thought struck me. Was that Aunt Marie's laugh?